Marylanders deserve a government that looks every challenge in the face and still delivers results.
Today, Maryland Governor Wes Moore delivered his third State of the State address with a major focus on the economy.
The governor says the state is being tested by an historic fiscal challenge with an almost $3 billion budget deficit and a new administration in the White House.
We only have difficult decisions ahead. We must close this $3 billion budget gap. And we have to do it in a way that actually grows the middle class, that supercharges and diversifies our economy, and breaks our distinct reliance on Washington.
Moore's address comes on the heels of a new op-ed in the Wall Street Journal pointing out the similarities between the governor's tax proposals and another state's.
Let's go right to Fox 45's Jessica Babb. Jessica joins us live with a closer look at the article and why some say the governor is taking measures from California's playbook. Jessica?
Yeah, so I talked with a policy expert today who agrees with that characterization that was in the op-ed, saying both Maryland and California have similarities, especially when it comes to taxes. But just like we saw in California with loads of people leaving the state, he warns if we're not careful, we could see the same thing here in Maryland. With Governor Wes Moore rolling out his budget proposal, the Wall Street Journal is rolling out this op-ed, arguing Maryland is turning into California. The op-ed saying while Governor Moore is a rising star in the Democratic Party and potential presidential candidate in 2028, he's, quote, not doing much for his national saleability by trying to raise his state's tax burden to New York and California levels.
I do think California is an apt comparison to what Governor Moore is trying to propose in Maryland.
Pointing to his proposed tax plans.
This year, we have put forward a common sense package for tax reform that will make taxes simpler, fairer, and pro-growth.
Where Governor Moore says 2/3 of Marylanders will get a tax break, but wealthy Marylanders will see a tax increase.
Yes, we'll be asking people that have done exceptionally well to pay a little bit more so we can invest in growing our economy.
Those same taxpayers will also have to pay more in capital gains. This on top of high local tax rates like in Baltimore, which means the combined tax rate for residents would be more than other surrounding states. A senior policy analyst at the Tax Foundation says that means for some people,
then some of the income would be taxed at 10.7%, and this rate would be one of the highest in the nation.
On top of that, while the governor is touting tax breaks for most Marylanders, Maryland's Joint Republican Caucus says your dollars will still be going out the door.
Every Marylander will pay more in some sort of tax or fee combined under this budget.
Tax and fee increases, like raising the sports wagering tax rate, the table games tax rate, the cannabis tax rate, and imposing a 75-cent fee on delivery orders from large retailers like DoorDash and Amazon, among others.
California drove people away by raising income taxes on people above $1 million. And so they were going to more favorable business and residential climates like Nevada or Arizona. Maryland governor might drive people to West Virginia, which is on a tax-cutting trend currently, or to Pennsylvania, which has a flat income tax rate with a lower rate than what Maryland even currently has.
Yes, it will bring some additional revenue, but dynamically over time, we believe that it might lead to, lower revenues than expected because of this out-migration.
Stephen Slavinsky, a senior fellow at the Cato Institute, says Governor Moore's proposed tax plans could also have a big impact on small businesses.
Small businesses employ nearly 50% of the workforce in Maryland. And so if those companies are sole proprietorships, they're small businesses, they're going to be taxed at this higher rate, either on the capital gain side or on the income tax side. That's going to drive away job creation.
While he says the governor is trying to cut some spending, he says the state needs to tread carefully before raising taxes.
But I do think it's very important that the government generally in Maryland need to make sacrifices first before they ask for sacrifices of the capital markets and of other businesses and workers.
And right now, this budget is still being debated in Annapolis. And while Governor Wes Moore says his proposed tax plans will help grow businesses, as you heard some of these experts say, it could also have a big impact on small businesses and which businesses decide to come to the state and which do not. Live in Baltimore, Jessica Babb, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.